What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 12. So if you have not seen the 12th episode of Season 8 of The Real Housewives of Potomac, turn this video off, go watch the episode, and come back and watch this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. It is a simple and free way to support my channel. It literally takes less than 4 seconds of your time. Help me get my engagements up. Help me get my followers, subscribers, whatever you want to call it, up. It is free. It is anonymous. Why aren't y'all liking? Why aren't y'all subscribing? Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. I'm also not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words. You'll hear me say, so, like 1,000 times. I might stop to regain my thoughts. I might slow my talking down to regain my thoughts. It is what it is. Anything I say, my opinion, it does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. And comment below what you would grade this episode, what you thought of this week's episode, if I forgot anything or was off on anything, what you would grade this episode. Did I already say that? Put your grades down there. I don't do ratings, I do grades. And yeah, I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. Did I say that anything I say does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show? If I didn't, I just said it. But yeah, I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. And I'm going to grade this episode what happened on this episode? This episode was okay. I mean, it was okay for what it was. It was a lot of weird ass shit on this episode though. I was just like, had me looking at people sideways on this episode. But all in all, I'm gonna put it in between a B minus, and a C plus. I might change it at the end of my review because I don't really remember what happened. But excuse me. For now, I'm gonna put it between a B minus and a C plus. So last chance. RHOP, Season 8, Episode 12. If you have not seen it, turn this video off. I'm about to spoil the entire episode. Get a sip of my smoothie. That motherfucker's so good. Hold on. Okay. So the episode begins with Ashley and Giselle meeting up at a fabric store to get materials for their goddamn athleisure line. I still can't believe these motherfuckers are going into business together. And fashion at that. The least fashionable ones on the goddamn cast. So they meet up to look at materials for their athleisure line. Giselle says in her confessional that at one point they want to have a showcase and a fashion show, all types of stuff. So then Robin and Mia get there. And I'm like, oh, okay. So this is a scene that they got to have together because they didn't go to Surrey. So, of course, Ashley got to fill them in. So they started talking about the first invite, of course, that Karen sent out. Saying how it was so rude of her. Then Ashley tells Mia, oh, Karen was mad at you about what you texted. Then Ashley brings up Wendy's invite to Eddie's event. And Wendy invites the whole cast. But has NECA saved in her phone under Ashley's friend. I mean, wasn't she? Yeah, she was brought into the show under Ashley. The fuck? She probably never changed it because she never built a relationship with her. I don't blame her. Why wouldn't she still be under Ashley's friend? We didn't build a connection for me to change your name to NECA. You still Ashley's friend. She don't even got Ashley's friend NECA though. Ashley's friend. I was surprised she invited Giselle and Robin. I was so mad. Like, why? Why, Wendy? And this, like, you might as well have not invited NECA because then in this very moment they talk about how Ike wasn't in the chat. So Eddie didn't even invite Ike, but Wendy invited NECA. And it was supposed to be a +1 type event. And I was like, then why you even invite Robin and Giselle? You know Juan ain't gonna show up to no weed shit. This nigga out here trying to get a job as a coach. He ain't trying to pop up at no weed shit. No weed cannabis event. So then we get this next scene. NECA's on Zoom with her business partner talking about the production of her. She has a sparkling wine line called Nebo. I think it's called Nebo. or Nebo. So then we see the infamous Lebe. She shows up at Nneka's house, and a friend of Nneka's named Chica. They're there and they're talking. And Nneka's talking about her unpacking party, and she asked Lebe. First of all, she asked Lebe if she was gonna be okay with Wendy being there, like Lebe was gonna be there. Lebe wasn't even at the unpacking party. And it makes me wonder because Wendy and Nneka had that moment at Eddie's event, which probably made Nneka think that Wendy was gonna come to her event, so maybe she disinvited Lebe. I don't see Nneka doing that, but I also see her doing that, so I don't know. But I was like, why she asked Lebe if if Lebe wasn't gonna be there anyway? Because Lebe wasn't at the unpacking party. So then Nneka brings up, well, she actually invited me to her and her husband's event. And Lebe's like, well, just remember you're on her turf if you go. And I'm like, Lebe not even really saying nothing bad about Wendy. She's just saying you on her turf. So then we get the scene with Candace and Chris. I think I said this before, but we haven't gotten a lot of Chris this season. And I don't blame him. Like, after the way they did that man last season, I wouldn't blame him for not wanting to film. I know he doing it for Candace, filming as much as he can for Candace, but I know he don't want to do that shit no more. All that shit he had to answer for last season, like that. Yeah, it's crazy. So Candace is telling Chris like I have to film for the show Hush that she's doing on what is it, BLK? Or is it Tubi? I don't know. But she's telling Chris that she has to film, so she won't be able to stay at Eddie's event the whole time. But then she starts telling Chris all the type of goodies she wants. She's like, I want the calm, such and the such and such pre-rolls. I was like, okay, Candace be getting zooted, okay. So then Candace asks Chris how he's gonna feel about seeing Ashley forehead and ankles Giselle. How you gonna feel seeing them for the first time since the reunion? So Chris is like, this is when we see the scene from the preview of last episode where Chris is like, well, if somebody speak to me, I'm gonna say hello. No, Chris. I'm glad them bitches had the sense enough not to speak to him, but he talking about something like, no, if they speak to you, don't speak back. Because next thing you know, they're going to be saying you said something else. Hell nah. I wouldn't give them bitches a hello. No. Next thing you know, they be like, well, he was saying hello to me and looking at me this way. No. I don't say shit to them bitches. They threw so many accusations out there last season all over you saying hello. So Wendy and Eddie, they get to their event space. And I'm like, okay, Wendy, white dress, updo head. She was looking bomb. Wendy been serving this whole season. Now, somebody's going to do a line. Ashley should have did it with Wendy. She should have did it with Wendy. Not no damn Giselle. Even Robin maybe, but Wendy? Giselle? No. But yeah, Wendy looks bomb for this event. So, as the business owners are showing, as the business partners of Eddie's are showing him the event space and showing him how the setup is and whatever, Eddie's in the confessional talking about he has 3 strains, and one of them is called Zen Wen. I'm like, you better put your wife on the damn strain. You better do that thing, Eddie. So then the business partners, they tell Eddie and Wendy that the pre-rolls, the J's we're gonna be rolling are gonna be pre-rolls of spices like oregano and whatever other spices be looking like weed, parsley and stuff like that. So I'm just like, we about to be in here rolling spices. I was like, I hope they gonna get to leave with some actual shit. So Candace and Chris arrive, and this is when Candace tells them like she gotta go. She just wanted to come and support. And this is when they give her like goodie bags. So I'm like, I'm hoping in them goodie bags that it's some real weed in there, some real heavy. I mean, not heavy, but some real work in there, and not just some other shit. But Eddie does say that his strains are only going to have 35% THC. That's not high for me. I don't know. But I guess for these cast of ladies that don't smoke like I do, probably going to be fine for them. So as Candace is leaving out, she runs into Mia and Gordon. So yeah, Mia and Gordon are there. Ashley arrives. She's like, she has no intentions on speaking to Chris. I'm in my head like, great, yes, fine, yes. I'm glad you ain't got the sense to speak to him because he don't want to talk to your ass anyway. So then Karen ass comes in and she gives Mia ass the handshake again. They back at the handshake again. I was cracking up. And then they show the fucking clips of her saying we on handshake terms to Mia. Mia was like, oh, okay, can I shake your hand? So, you know, Karen's talking about the text message. Mia's like, well, I just don't like being second string. Karen's like, oh, honey, you wasn't even second string. You was last minute. So then so they start going back and forth. They have a back and forth. Karen calls Mia's life boring. Then Mia's like, she says, I'm going to need you. She calls Karen an old dog. Says, I'm going to need you to learn some new tricks. Karen says to Mia, you are the trick. So Giselle and Robin get there. Don't say hello to Wendy. I'm just like, why are y'all even there? Because remember when they met up with when they met up with Ashley and Mia earlier in the episode, Giselle was like, oh, I'm going to go because you guys are going to be there. It's just like, no, don't go to somebody's event you don't like just because your friends are there. No. Don't even show it. Why are y'all there? If I was Wendy, I would have showed their ass the door. Oh, you can't speak to me? Did y'all even speak to my husband? Hell no. Get the fuck out of my shit. They would have had me fucked up. I'm sorry. Y'all had y'all little scenes of the episode for this episode. Y'all had y'all scene for the episode when y'all was with Ashley looking at their leisure wear. Y'all ain't gonna come in and speak to the person who invited y'all? Like, that's crazy. And then Giselle says in her confessional, it looks like Chris has been stress eating. And I'm just like, you just keep coming for this man. Do you forget that, like, it's like she knows that people gonna see that they gonna see the confessionals after the show airs, the episode airs or whatever. She just don't care. She just says anything she wants out of her fucking mouth and then try to feel like she's the victim. I'm doing this for my safety, for my health, my mental health. Man, how about just don't speak on him at all? So Wendy and Eddie, they go up. Eddie thanks everyone for coming. And Wendy announces, like, we're going to learn how to roll, but we're not going to be using actual weed. We're going to be using spices. And, you know, Ashley, Karen, Robin, and they confessionals, they got to give their little thoughts on them not using real weed. But they said it's not legal in Potomac. Maybe when they was filming, but I could have swore weed just got legalized in Maryland not too long ago. It just got legalized in Maryland not too long ago. So I'm assuming when they filmed this, it was still illegal. Because they had them rolling with spices. I was just like, okay. So this is when Wendy says, like, I haven't seen the group laugh like this in a while. And Giselle's like, was I laughing? When did I laugh? And then they show the clips of Giselle laughing all throughout the damn, while they've been sitting there rolling. I'm just like, girl, if you gonna come there and throw shade and all that, why are you even there? It's so annoying. Like, why are you and Robin there? So Gordon, he has to dip out. This is when Robin asks Mia in front of the group, that bitch ain't your real friend, Mia. You told her about your marital issues confidentially. Like, to her, just her only. And then she brings the shit up in the group. How are you and Gordon doing? So Mia's like, oh, we're doing the best we can. I'm just trying to, I don't even remember what she said, bullshit. Like, I'm just trying to stick beside him because his whole family is against him. But we get a totally different conversation when she's alone with Gordon later on in the episode. So then NECA, she pulls Wendy to a side, finally. Thanks her for inviting her. She's like, I would love for us to take a moment one day this week or sometime soon so we can sit down and have a talk. So Wendy's like, I understand. What she say? She says, it's going to take me some time to process what you're saying, but I do receive what you're saying. She says that to NECA. Well, she says in her confessional at this point, she don't want to sit down with NECA after the way NECA came at her. And I don't blame her. You came at this girl you came on this show at this girl's neck. And then you wait till like it's close to the damn season finale to try to make amends with her for what? Hopefully your ass don't come back next season. We ain't got to worry about this storyline. I ain't gonna lie, NECA made me laugh when she said, I don't understand how I was invited to her pre-roll. I was invited to pre-roll oregano. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was funny. I don't understand how I was invited to pre-roll oregano, but me and Wendy are still taking steps backwards. I thought that was fun. She said, not pre-rolling oregano. So then we get to see Mia and Gordon. They go on this date and they talking a little bit about about still going to therapy. And then Mia tells Gordon that she feels like she feels like he never took accountability for them being in the situation that they're in now. So Gordon was like, well, I disagree. He said, I agree and disagree. He says that every time he asks Mia what's wrong, she says that he's not listening. So now you saying that it's him not taking accountability. So it's like, which one is it? I get it, Gordon. We get it. We get it. Mia ass don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Or what she don't know. She's just an airhead. So then Mia brings up how she retained the divorce attorney. And she says she did it because it was emotionally draining being in a space with Gordon. And I'm just like, damn, tell him how you really feel. Wasn't this man depressed? Instead of you getting him out of this funk, you saying it was emotionally draining for you? You didn't try to work through it or work with him? And he said his family was against him. He's supposed to be his rock. So she says Gordon was also being controlling. Gordon's like, but you're still here, though. Exactly. And Mia's like, oh, that's because you made some changes. But you just said that he never took accountability for the situation that y'all in now. But now you saying in this moment that he's making changes. You supposed to help him through his depressing time. Like you told your friends that you just trying to be on his side. You want to stick beside him because his family against him. But in this moment, you saying he was emotionally draining dealing with the situation he was dealing with. I just don't understand Mia, man. So then Mia, she brings up, she tells Gordon that Ashley supposedly helped Michael after his back surgery, even though they going through the situation they're going through. Mia's like, it could never be me. He cheated, da-da-da. So they talk about, her and Gordon talk about how Ashley never going to divorce Michael. Gordon's like, she ain't leaving her sugar daddy. I was like, Gordon, old nigga, he know what it is. Because he got a sugar baby his damn self. He know what it is. So Gordon, he asked Mia, like, how you think we would have handled the situation if we was in Ashley and Michael's situation? So Mia's like, oh, you would have just gave me a settlement. Gordon's like, no, I wouldn't have gotten that far. We would have came to an arrangement and we would have still stayed together. And then he says that he mentions that he brought that up before casually and she got mad. So Mia's like, oh no, there's no amount of money that could keep me in captivity. Girl, you started off as a stripper and he was paying, you say he was paying you $500,000 or whatever, I mean $500, $1,000 or whatever just for your conversation. So we know you all about the money. You complaining saying that it's his fault because y'all got pushed out of the company and you ain't got no nanny no more and can't live the lifestyle you want to live. So she's like, there's no amount of money that keep me in captivity. And Gordon's like, if we find a deal that makes sense, why would we split up? Mia's like, I'm not even going to answer that. So we get this final scene. It's Nneka's unpacking party. Her sister is there and a friend of hers is there. They're helping her set up for it. And Nneka's like, if Wendy comes, it's going to be a new beginning for us. I'm just like, this girl cannot keep Wendy out of her mouth. It's just like you came in here at this girl neck and now you can't stop talking about her and you mad because she's not showing your ass, she's showing your ass dust. And you not really having no storyline. You better try to connect more with these other women, but you're trying to come at Karen too. It's like you coming at the wrong ones. You thinking them GEBs going, you thinking them Green Eye Bandits and Ashley and Mia going to save you? No. So Giselle, Mia, Charisse, Karen, they all get there. You know Charisse and Mia being shady to Karen. Robin, Kierna, and Ashley. Kierna, like I said, I was rooting for Kierna because her name is just like my name. If you take away the N, that's my name. Kierna. But I was rooting for her. Pretty girl, pretty dark-skinned girl hanging out with Candace and Wendy. I was rooting for her, but she didn't give us shit this season. I don't know how many episodes are on RHOP, so I don't know how much time she has left to show us something, but she ain't gave us shit. She gives us this little moment where she tells the group, Wendy decided not to come. She didn't feel comfortable. I thought she would have reached out to you and Nneka. And Nneka's like, I'm used to the disrespect. Girl. She acts like she forgot how she came on the show. You came on the show hella disrespectful, calling her mother a witch, saying that she putting hex on people, got shrines, and her sister and your sister-in-law, cousin-in-law, all that stuff, girl. You came in with the disrespect. I don't understand what a Nneka's not getting. I wonder how she would have felt if she was on the show for a couple of seasons and had to endure what Wendy had to go through last season and then come on this show and then they bring another Nigerian to come at her. I wonder how Nneka would handle it. Probably worse. So Candace gets there last. And the ladies, they all start unboxing these gifts. First of all, Nneka been married for 2 years and just unboxing her wedding gifts. I guess. I mean, if you got the funds to not know what these in these boxes, I mean, hey. I guess rich people do that shit. So then Giselle, she asks Karen, like, are you and Mia okay? So then Karen and Mia, they have another back and forth. Giselle just loves to stir some shit up. And she always like to try to get Karen riled up or try to come at Karen in a shady way. Karen don't be seeing it sometimes. I be like, what are you doing, Karen? Why do you think this bitch is your friend? Just because y'all the two OGs on the show, y'all been on here the longest, that don't make her your friend, Karen. You gotta understand that. I mean, I know Karen knows that I know she knows that in a way, but does she know that to an extent? Like, this girl is not your friend. Giselle is not your friend. Because I don't think she knows that. Because you still, she met up with Giselle and their daughters or whatever. I don't care. Like, I wouldn't have my daughter around. I don't care. Grace might be the best woman in the world, but her mother is just evil. It's just like, I wouldn't have my daughter around her. I don't care. I would have just had, what's her name? What's Karen's daughter name? Raven. I would have just had Raven and Grace meet up on their own tip. Not this mother-daughter thing, because Giselle, I mean, it was cute for what it was. It reminded us back when Giselle and Karen were cool and we didn't know the type of snaky-ass bitch Giselle was. But it was just like, no, I can't appreciate it. So, yeah, Mia and Karen, they had this back and forth. Then Karen says that, see, now y'all want to bring rumors to the group. I could have been said something last year about Karen being, Karen, about Mia hanging out with rappers and fucking a married man. So everybody's like, oh, well. So look at Giselle. I haven't heard that. Just because you ain't heard it don't mean it ain't true. Just because you ain't heard it and Karen heard it, that you think it. That's why I said she takes any chance she can get to come at Karen. Why are you coming at Karen? Why you don't just mind your business in this situation? Even Mia says in her confessional, well, it's not a rapper. And I see her on the Shade Room now hanging out with some dude, but I don't think he is I think he's a tattoo artist or something like that. I don't know what he is. But she even says that she's not a rapper. So Mia says, I was hanging out with rappers, but Gordon was there too. Karen was like, well, what about the married man? So then they start playing this game. I mean, not this game. Everybody knows the game Never Have I Ever, which is usually a drinking game. But I don't know how they was playing this game. Like, the game really never got anywhere. Somebody wrote on the card, Never Have I Ever had a picture of someone's family in my camera roll, which prompts Robin to bring up how Karen has a picture of her family in her camera roll. And Karen's like, oh, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Like, it was so random to Karen. She was like, okay, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. She was like, I actually like your parents. And I was just like, why they making such a big deal out of it? Like I said in my last review, Karen is an older woman. Of course, she a bad bitch, but she's an older woman. I know a lot of old people who have pictures of people in their phone just to use off reference, or they screenshot stuff accidentally, or they just be having pictures of people just so they can make sure, so they can have it for like future situations. Like if they need to put it on a card or they want to do something special or something, they just have those pictures so of somebody like, okay, I got that picture of such and such I can use for this, for their birthday or they anniversary or something like that. I could do something nice, put it on a blanket or something. I mean, I don't know. Karen doesn't deny it, but it was just like, it was random. It was just like, everybody made such a big deal. I don't see the big deal out of it. But they made a big deal out of it. I guess it is what it is. That's how the episode ends, and all the ladies, they have a big toast. Like I said, this episode wasn't bad. It was just a lot of weirdo shit, like, not even weirdo shit, just annoying shit. Like, Giselle, you jumping in the conversation between Mia and Karen, mind your business. I haven't seen the picture. I mean, I haven't seen her hanging out with a rapper. Maybe I would have to give this a C+. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, it didn't really do shit for me. Mia all backwards. She don't know what she's talking about. It's just... Predictions for episodes to come. We do see that Aneka and Wendy gonna have this sit down next episode. I'm wondering how that's gonna turn out. Even if it turns out well, I feel like they're just gonna be cordial. They're not gonna be like the best of friends. And I feel like if they do get closer, Giselle and Robin are gonna stray away from Neka. I feel like they only cool with Neka because Neka came in at Wendy and they don't like Wendy. What else do we see? Karen, she could just keep paying them bitches dust. Mia ain't no damn body. I would keep paying her ass dust. Sharice, again, I say why. Why do we need her? Get her ass out of here. Yeah, Robin is just... Like, Robin, was she even there? Robin, where was she even at this episode? I don't know. Candace, I mean, she doing her thing. Music, movies, TV, whatever. Who else? I think that's everybody. Did I forget anybody? I mean, Wendy. But I mean, I feel like I said what I said about Wendy. She's just going to keep paying Neka deaths. I mean, like I said at the beginning. If she do get closer to Neka, the Green Eye Badness ain't going to be feeling that. But we're going to see how that parlay. I mean, we're going to see how that turns out. But thanks for watching this review. And comment below what you thought of this episode. What you would grade the episode. If I forgot anything or was off on anything particular, let me know in the comments. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel. I don't only review RHOP. I review other shows as well. I did my Baddie East review. Check that out. I got to do my Married to Medicine review. Check that out. I review other shows on random. Sometimes I review shows that I watched and I just review them on random. Like I just said, I review shows on random. So check out my channel. Just go to my channel. It might be something there that you didn't even know I reviewed. Check it out. Thanks for watching this review again. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Help your girl out. I will see y'all in the next review. Peace.